ワールドキング漢字on YouTube。
Hey guys, King Kanji here once again with a new Dragon Ball video, and today we're looking at King Cold's final form, and what it would look like, and how likely it is that he has one, and regardless of that, whether or not we'll actually see him have one at some point in the future. For those of you that remember the short stint of time that King Cold was featured in Dragon Ball Z, he didn't amount to much, and I'm not talking about the filler in Hell where he amounted to even less. But one of the interesting things people have always discussed and debated was his ability to mutate much like his children. Or child, if you don't include Cooler in that. Notably, when we first meet King Cold, he's visibly huge in comparison to Frieza, and based on what we know of Frieza, appears to be either a giant version of Frieza's first form, or he's in his second form permanently. Of course, our understanding of the Frieza clan is compiled with much misinformation and a lack of input on the matter. For instance, many people assume King Cold cannot transform. And truthfully, there's a lot of evidence to support that, being that he doesn't attempt to transform against Trunks when he fights him, albeit he wasn't really given much time to do so. But with him attempting to blame Trunks' sword for his ability to slay Frieza, you would assume that if he could transform, he may have been being cocky and not bothered to at the assumption that Trunks' sword being all he needed to kill him. Something that goes against that is the fact that it appears that King Cold has a greater power level than Mecha Frieza, who's of course already in his final form, when arriving on Earth. Gohan and the gang freak out when they sense Frieza coming and detect an even stronger presence with him. So be it that King Cold could be so much stronger than Frieza that even in his second form he is more powerful than final form Frieza, would this final or original form be so much stronger than that? Truthfully, it's somewhat unlikely based on the fact that everybody in the universe trembles at the thought of Frieza, but not his father. Beerus only ever talks about Frieza, Kaiosama or King Kai, depending on which version you watch, freak out about Frieza but never mention King Cold. Obviously, we can assume it's because King Cold was designed after they got to this point in the story, but as far as the anime is concerned, I would assume based on these facts that full power Frieza would possibly exceed that of King Cold's power, but in his mecha form perhaps is a bit weaker than he was before. Based on this, will we ever see a King Cold final form or original form, based on the fact that Frieza's alternative forms are actually ways to make himself compressed in power so that he can control it easier? Obviously that would lead us to believe that King Cold could have a final form based on the fact that the original form is Frieza's final form, so when Cooler and Frieza look the way that they do, shouldn't King Cold look like that too? Well, as we know, Dragon Ball Heroes anime is starting on July the 1st, and Dragon Ball Heroes, of course being a fan service anime, is something where we're going to get a lot of things we haven't seen before. On that train of thought though, Cooler is a part of that arc, and based on his involvement in the Prison Planet arc in the game, we can actually see some of the things that come forward in the future. Cooler in Dragon Ball Heroes has recently been given a golden form. Now, this isn't like Golden Form Frieza, where his final form has got a gold tint to it. This is actually his ultimate form, like the one that he transforms in against Goku during the movie. That has been given the golden form. Now, I can only imagine the power output that would have on Cooler, so it would most likely deplete his energy a lot faster than Frieza lost his energy in Resurrection F, but he has seemed to have learned to somewhat regulate that power since then. So whether Cooler has just automatically learned how to do that, we don't know. There is a rumour going around that he's actually attained this form from training with Frieza, but in the translation that I was given, that wasn't mentioned at all. That was just obviously a rumour. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the anime, or the game, depending on which one you can play or watch. With Dragon Ball Heroes being a fan service game with animated cutscenes which is now being turned into a promotional anime, the company clearly have faith in the game's longevity. It's already been running for a very long time as we speak. Therefore, we can expect to see forms we haven't seen before, such as Gohan going Super Saiyan 4 and Broly going Super Saiyan 4, who are already in the game with these transformations. As much as a lot of us disagree with these ass-pull transformations, this is a fan service game, so come on, it's not supposed to be canonical, it's just supposed to be a bit of fun. Backtracking to the fact that Cooler has been given a golden form to his alternate form, it's likely at some point that we'll actually see King Cold's final form. Now, will it be in the anime? Probably not. But if the anime does well, we could get around 13 episodes of it a year, so who knows what we could see in the future. And of course, things in Dragon Ball Heroes don't necessarily have to make sense. People don't have to be alive at the same time, things don't have to add up. Because of course, with all the time traveling stuff and the time breakers and etc., they can pull anybody out of any timeline with any alternate history and just do whatever the hell they want with it. This of course makes for great new additions to the game and different alternatives and different realities. So anything is possible in Dragon Ball Heroes, and that's what makes it so fun. It also makes it a hellhole of misinformation, but it does make it fun. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment and subscribe for more to start your training on King Kanji's planet, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!